Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. And jumping on here a little bit later today, Nancy and I actually took the day off to kind of just recharge and rest and relax. And, for those and that obviously commented and all the texts and emails and all the love and support that you guys gave Nancy and I with our wedding yesterday. You guys made it so, so special. So I first just wanted to say, for anyone that's on here live or on the replay, thank you for making yesterday so special for Nancy and I. So the main objective of why I wanted to come on here is last week Nancy and I were sitting down and there was a lot of reoccurring themes. And I said to her, I said, there's a lot of network marketers that are experiencing certain things physically. And I was kind of going back to things that I was struggling with physically and health-wise when I was in the weeds of building my network marketing business. And then it was kind of like this light bulb moment. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm probably not the only one going through this. So I actually, I went online and I Googled illnesses or health issues that some network marketers deal with. And I got a slew of things. So there were 6 main things that came about. So I wanted to point out 6 things to look for in yourselves as you're building your network marketing business, but also giving you a solution of what you can do to improve that. So if you guys are coming on, please say hi and where you're coming in from. Please feel free to share this live with teammates, with a private group that you have. You can tag some people in this. But again, just so I know that I'm coming through loud and clear, you can say hi, throw some emojis, whatever you feel that you can do. So the first thing that a lot of network marketers deal with as they are in the weeds of building their business, number one, a lot of network marketers deal with stress. They're constantly stressed out. Constantly. They're feeling stressed about hitting their next rank advancement or achieving this goal or winning this trip. And you're just so stressed. And stress, if it's unnecessary, leads to a lot of things. It could lead to rheumatoid arthritis. It can lead to high blood pressure. It could lead to heart disease. Stress leads to so many things. So what I really suggest you guys to do to avoid being stressed in your business is, and this is what has helped me, I do a guided meditation every single night before I go to bed with Nancy. It's by Jason Stevenson. You can just go on YouTube and just type in Jason Stevenson guided meditation. And he's got a whole channel. And like literally we do an abundance one, but you can do a stress relief. You can do whatever it is. Listening to this guided meditation, it helps your subconscious and your unconscious while you're sleeping. So you can avoid stress by practicing peace, by staying relaxed, by not putting so much pressure on yourself. So if you feel yourself constantly stressed out, take a step back, not so much from the business, but really take a step back and think about, am I spending the right kind of time on this business? Am I overworking myself? Am I causing this stress? So that's number one. Number two, anxiety. Hey, Debbie. A lot of network marketers deal with anxiety. And this is a problem. So stress and anxiety go hand in hand. When you have high anxiety in network marketing, again, it's unnecessary pressure that you're putting on yourselves. You end up spending too much time within the 6 inches between your ears, and you're feeling anxious. I got to hit this goal by the end of this week. I have this month to hit this goal. Stress and anxiety go hand in hand. Now, when you're building a business, there's going to be times where it is stressful. There are going to be times when you're feeling anxious. But above all of that, you should be having fun. The stress should be minimal. Your back's not against the wall. If you're building your business in stress, and if you're building your business in anxiety, that's going to be taking you down a road that you may not recover from in your business. I mean, literally, that may send you on this downward spiral where you end up quitting. So making sure that you're practicing all of those things, meditation, gratitude, time blocking your day. You can decrease anxiety if you're in more control of your schedule. What time am I starting my calls? What time are my calls ending? What days can I commit to doing the team calls? So if this is making sense or ringing true, or maybe you have felt anxious or stressful or stressed out in your business, type a Y or yes in the chat box. Again, say hi and where you're coming in from. Tag some teammates. Share this video in a private group that you have or your personal page so other people can hear this as well. Now, the third thing. There are a good number. There's a good number that if there are network marketers that are stressed out, that are anxious, there is a fair amount of some network marketers that end up dealing with bouts of depression. They get depressed. And there were absolutely times in my business I was feeling stressed out. I was feeling anxious. And yeah, there were times where I definitely got depressed because I had expectations and goals that I was looking to hit in my business. And if it didn't happen, I started to doubt myself. I started to question if I could really do this. And the reason why I'm talking about all of this with you guys is that I want you guys to take care of yourselves much better. Our health is number one. Our sanity, our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health, our spiritual health. It's number one. What good are you in building your business if you're not healthy? When you go down these rabbit holes of depression. Now, there are some people that clinically deal with depression, and that's a separate conversation. I'm talking about how some network marketers actually get depressed because they start comparing themselves to other people on their team. They compare themselves to other people in their businesses. You're welcome, Jennifer. And you end up feeling depressed, like, oh my God, this person is achieving so much. I suck. And you start questioning yourself. Your journey is your journey. Again, these are serious things. I've seen so many people that have actually quit network marketing because they're like, what, Scott, I just couldn't take it. I was too stressed out. I was anxious all the time. I actually became depressed. I actually became addicted to social media, and I was comparing myself. There's actually, I'll find the study for you guys, but people are now getting diagnosed with clinical depression due to Instagram, because people are spending so much time on Instagram watching other people's stories and lives, then they turn around and look at theirs and they feel less than. They don't feel worthy. You know, they start questioning themselves. So number 4, and a lot of these are all related to each other. Number 4 is overwhelm. You're overwhelmed all the time. You're feeling depressed. You're feeling anxious. You're feeling stressed. And you're feeling overwhelmed. Now, the feeling of overwhelm is derived from other things. When you are anxious all the time, when you are stressed all the time, that could absolutely trigger overwhelm, because then you start thinking about all the things that you have to do. But I'm telling you guys, what has helped me so much is organizing every one of my days. Time blocking. You know, having my paper calendar with my highlighters. What time am I getting up in the morning? What time am I getting in bed at night? What time do I start my calls? What time do I finish my calls? And, you know, I was doing that while I still had my full-time job running my gym and being a personal trainer. So now it's a little bit different since I now do this full-time and do my coaching. I still have to time block, because if I don't, I get overwhelmed. I get anxious. I get stressed out, because then I start thinking about everything that I'm doing. So again, if this is making sense, type Y or yes in the chat box, or your biggest takeaway so far. Please tag some teammates, say hi and where you're coming in from if you haven't done so yet. And please share this video with those that you feel need to hear this. Now, the last 2 are serious. Not that the first 4 were not serious, but there are 2 actual autoimmune diseases that people can actually get when you have such a high cortisol level due to stress. So if you're anxious, if you're overwhelmed, if you're stressed all the time, that could trigger an excess release of cortisol, which is your stress hormone. So there's a lot of people in network marketing that, because, you know, they're working, whether they tell you or not, they're not working part-time making full-time income. These people are working sometimes 12, 14, 16 hours a day, and, you know, they're drinking a lot of caffeine or their energy drinks or whatever it is. And you know what's happening? Some of these people are getting something called Addison's disease, which is adrenal fatigue. There are people that are actually getting adrenal fatigue. You know, their adrenal glands are literally being impacted so negatively by always being stressed, always being anxious, bouts of depression that they don't even need to feel, or being overwhelmed. All of those things, just to let you guys know, our brain produces 5 different, numerous chemicals, but the 5 big chemicals are endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and cortisol. Now, everyone knows that, you know, dopamine, endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin are the feel-good chemicals. But cortisol is our stress chemical. So when your body is under stress, if it's under duress, you're stressed, you're anxious, you're overwhelmed, it's going to trigger your body to release excess cortisol. So there are people that have actually been getting diagnosed with adrenal fatigue or chronic fatigue syndrome or Addison's disease. People are working themselves to the bone so much in network marketing that they're making themselves sick. At the end of the day, you actually have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is my health, risking my health, is it worth it all? Your health is number one, not just for you, but for your loved ones. for your friends, for your family, for your spouses, your significant others, your kids. You want to be there for them. People are making themselves sick. And number 6, and Nancy actually went through this herself when she was working at Target. Nancy was drinking a ton of coffee, energy drinks, because she was working about 7 days a week. She was a store leader. She managed multiple stores. And she was working a ridiculous amount. And she ended up feeling sluggish all the time. She was just not feeling right. Her body was off. She was not able to maintain a healthy weight. She found out that she ended up having a thyroid problem, which some people classify as Graves' disease. People that have underactive or overactive thyroids. And your thyroid also is directly related to your cortisol levels, your stress. If somebody is overworked and overstressed, all of these things, Addison's disease, Graves' disease, bouts of depression, anxiety, stress. So what happens? People gain weight or lose weight. They're not sleeping well. They're tired all the time. They lose their hair. They age. All of those things are directly related to you being overworked. Is it worth it? Now, I want all of you guys to succeed, but I want you to do it the right way. I want you to do it in a way where you're enjoying it. You have balance in your life. You're in control as much as you can be of your day and what needs to be done in and for your business. So many people are doing too much and seeing too little of a return. And I'm telling you, I'm watching all these network marketers, friends of mine, and they're all battling certain illnesses, whether they're related to network marketing or not, whether they were dealing with these things before network marketing or not. I'm only noticing it now. So I kind of question, how healthy are network marketers actually treating themselves? Are they putting so much pressure on themselves? Are they giving up too much to get something at the end? Is the money really worth it? Again, I want you guys all to be successful, but it should be done the right way. It should be done in a very controlled, as much ease and peace as possible. Again, does it feel good to be stressed? Does it feel good to be anxious? Does it feel good to be overwhelmed? Does it feel good to have bouts of business depression? Does it feel good to be exhausted all the time or not to have any energy? Does any of that actually feel good? And the answer 100% of the time is no, it doesn't. So I want you guys to start treating yourselves with more kindness, with more love, with more compassion, with more peace. Give yourself some breaks. Take a day off if you need to. Recharge your batteries. Nothing's going to happen. But if you work yourself too much, you're going to burn out. And again, it could lead to stress. It could lead to anxiety. It could lead to bouts of depression that you don't deserve. It could lead to being overwhelmed all the time, which can lead to chronic fatigue or Addison's disease, which could even lead to excess cortisol, so you can mess up your thyroid. And some people get Graves' disease. And I'm not saying this to scare you guys. I just want you having as much balance within your life and within your work as much as you can. I want you to enjoy the process of building your businesses. So I know this was a lot to take in. And for those that came on live, again, don't hesitate to share your takeaways and what you resonated most with. Tag some teammates, share this video. If you're on the replay, please use the hashtag replay, and I'll obviously come back and see what you've said. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to, if you have to, start with guided meditation. Jason Stevenson, he's on YouTube. Wonderful guided meditations. I listen to them before I go to bed. You can listen to them throughout the day. A gratitude journal helps you refocus on what's most important to you. And really time block your days. When you know what time you're starting, what time you're ending, what breaks you're taking, this will all help you decrease stress, decrease depression, decrease anxiety, decrease overwhelm, not have your body have to produce so much cortisol, which will not mess up your thyroids, or have chronic fatigue syndrome, adrenal fatigue, which people can get Addison's disease. Your personal health, your mental health, your physical, spiritual, emotional health is number one. So guys, I hope this helped. Love and gratitude to each and every one of you. And again, for those that texted, messaged, commented in support of myself and Nancy in our wedding day yesterday, again, love from the bottom of our hearts. You made yesterday so, so special for us. So love and gratitude. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, everybody.